Janzen and breaking the rules seemed to go hand in hand. Not only did he get disqualified for wearing metal spikes, which is totally against the rules, but he also got a warning for slow play. And let's not forget his complaints about the course setup. Safe to say, sticking to the rulebook isn't exactly his thing. In 2013, Janzen faced an unexpected setback during a U.S. Open qualifier at Woodmont Country Club in Maryland. After completing his first round of play, Janzen was approached by an official who asked if he was wearing metal spikes. When Janzen reflected on the whole situation, he couldn't hide his surprise. He told PGAtour.com, "I've been in U.S. Open qualifiers every year since 2009, whether it's been in Memphis, Columbus, or other spots. And every time I've always worn metal spikes. Honestly, it never even crossed my mind that there could be a rule against them." He went on to mention that the tournament organizers had actually sent out an email on May 20th with all the course rules, including the ban on metal spikes for qualifiers. But Janzen admitted that he didn't think to check it. It's a strange situation, given that metal spikes are actually allowed during major tournaments like the US Open itself. The issue here was specific to the qualifiers, where many courses have stricter rules on spikes to protect the greens. But for Janzen, who's used to playing with them, this rule slipped past him. But this wasn't the first time he got into trouble by ignoring the rules. During the final round of the 1998 US Open, a moment of unexpected tension nearly threatened to derail Janzen's quest for victory. As he approached the 12th hole, just when he needed to stay focused the most, he was hit with a slow play warning from the officials. Janzen was standing on the cusp of glory in one of golf's most intense events, feeling the weight of the US Open bearing down on him, where every shot mattered, every moment counted. And then, on top of all that pressure, the last thing he needed was a reminder from the officials that his pace wasn't quick enough. It was a move that could easily have rattled any player, especially with a major championship on the line. But Janzen didn't even flinch. He took a deep breath, pushed the distraction aside, and zeroed in on his game, refusing to let anything take him off course. While the slow play warning didn't spark any major uproar, it was a reminder of just how fragile the balance is in those critical moments. The pressure, the distractions, and the noise, they're all part of the drama. Apart from his ignorance, his strong opinions about golf course setups sometimes land him in controversy with the golfing world. Janzen has occasionally spoken out about the way golf courses are set up, particularly at the US Open, arguing that sometimes the courses are made too difficult, making it unfair for the players. He's pointed out that while major championships should challenge the best in the game, there's a fine line between a fair test of skill and just setting up a course to be overly tough. For Janzen, some of the setups in the US Open have crossed that line. This opinion of his has sparked quite a bit of debate within the golf world. Some people agree with him, feeling that the challenge should be about playing great golf, not just surviving a course that's been made unnecessarily hard. Others argue that the US Open is known for its tough conditions, and that's part of what makes it one of the toughest tests in golf. It's a tricky balance. The US Open, with its reputation for tough courses and narrow fairways, has always been about testing players under extreme conditions. But Janzen's comments highlight an ongoing conversation about what's fair and what's simply too much for even the most skilled golfers. Despite these controversies, he was a legend in golf. Janzen was a multi-talented kid who initially played baseball, tennis, and golf. But when he was 12, his life took a turn. His father's company relocated the family to Florida, and that's when his parents introduced him to golf and tennis. Despite picking up both sports, Janzen found himself drawn more and more to golf, although he still played baseball for a while. Eventually, golf became his true passion, and by the time he was 15, he was already excelling in it. He won his first tournament as a member of the Greater Tampa Junior Golf Association, a significant milestone for someone so young. Janzen's talent didn't go unnoticed, and he chose to attend Florida Southern College, a small school that would play a huge role in his career. During his time there, the Florida Southern team won the NCAA Division II National Team Championship in both 1985 and 1986. In 1986, Janzen took his game to the next level, earning the title of individual champion. That success solidified his confidence and led him to make the big decision to turn professional later that same year. His successful amateur career laid the foundation for his outstanding professional career. In 1989, Janzen made his debut on the PGA Tour, marking the beginning of an impressive career that would see him become one of the standout players of his time. Over the years, he would go on to win 8 times on the PGA Tour, but it was his victories in the US Open that really put him on the map. His first major win came in 1993 when he triumphed at the US Open at Baltusrol Golf Club in Springfield, New Jersey. In a dramatic final round, Janzen edged out the legendary Payne Stewart, tying the 72-hole US Open scoring record with an impressive 8 under par. This victory was a breakthrough moment for Janzen, solidifying his place as one of the top golfers of the 1990s. But Janzen wasn't done. Just 5 years later, in 1998, he pulled off another stunning victory at the US Open, this time at the iconic Olympic Club in San Francisco. In what would become one of the most memorable moments of his career, Janzen made a thrilling comeback on Sunday. He was 5 strokes behind heading into the final round, but he battled his way through and managed to surpass Stewart once again to claim his second US Open victory. This victory was especially significant because it marked the best final round comeback in a US Open in 25 years, since Johnny Miller's famous win in 1973. Janzen's ability to perform under pressure and make a comeback of that magnitude was a testament to his skill and mental toughness. In addition to his 2 US Open titles, Janzen also enjoyed success at the Players' Championship in 1995. Often referred to as the 5th major, the Players is one of the most prestigious events on the PGA Tour, and winning it was a huge accomplishment for Janzen. The tournament is known for its challenging course, the TPC Sawgrass, and its large purse, which attracts the best players in the world. Janzen's victory at the Players further cemented his reputation as one of the game's top golfers. Throughout his career, Janzen has also spent time ranked in the top 20 of the official World Golf Ranking, a reflection of his consistency and skill at the highest level of competition. But while he had many impressive accomplishments, Janzen came close to winning even more major championships. In 1996, he was a strong contender at both the US Open and the PGA Championship, finishing in the top 10 in both events. His performance at the PGA Championship that year was particularly noteworthy, as he finished 4th after sharing the 36-hole lead at the Tough Winged Foot Golf Club in Mamaroneck, New York. Janzen's career wasn't just about individual wins. He also had the honor of representing the United States in the Ryder Cup. He played on 2 American Ryder Cup teams in 1993 and 1997, showcasing his ability to compete at the highest level in team competition. The Ryder Cup is one of the most prestigious events in golf, and being selected to represent your country is a true mark of a player's skill and standing in the game. He may not have racked up as many wins as some of his contemporaries, but his victories, particularly his 2 US Open titles, have earned him a place among the game's greats. And that's a wrap for today's video. If you had a good time, be sure to like and subscribe so you never miss out. See you in the next one.